Hello, how are you? I hope this finds you well. This is Sarah Poet, and something's on my heart I want to share with you and discuss. So if you have a thought about this, you can drop a comment or reach out to me, since I'm making a video and we can't quite discuss this way. So something happened today that I have a lot of compassion for, and I've been contemplating it throughout the course of the day. A woman who had scheduled a consultation with me to work on her relationship with the masculine. Now, when I say that, we could be talking about inner masculine. We could be talking about men, like the masculine in men. We're also talking about the masculine divine, which is a little less, easy to pinpoint, but it's like a concept. My dog is rowdy in the back seat because she knows that we are waiting for my son to get out of school. But we are very early, which is why I'm talking to you in a video. So she wanted to work on the masculine and really coming into a greater consciousness with the masculine. We could call that king consciousness, Grail king consciousness. Healing our relationship to the masculine as women is huge work. I would say it's been the work of my lifetime. I think it's the work of many of our lives, because we are women who have been born here in a timeline that's the end of patriarchy, if we want it. Okay, so we may not see that reflected in the outer world exactly yet, but we see a lot of very significant changes. But that's kind of my point. So what is going on in the outer world is not the metric for what we choose to do or what our next step is or needs to be. So let me explain a little bit more. So this woman canceled this session because, and again, all good. Like I totally understand, and I have a lot of compassion. It just got me thinking, right? Because there had been a major incident in her in the news in her life of a woman who had been assaulted, and probably worse, by a man. And it had shaken her. And what she said to me was, I'm not yet ready to think about king consciousness. Sarah Poet, you're ahead of your time. I think she said you're ahead of our time. And that's the part that I'm really speaking to here. I think it is time. If it's if it's on our hearts to heal the relationship to the masculine, then it's time. Also, we are going to continue to see evidence of misogyny, of domination, of men who are acting a complete fool with women. We're going to see that because this isn't completely cleansed from our culture. We're not in a full unity consciousness yet. And as a planet, I mean, we're seeing more in this lifetime than I thought we would be. I thought I would be dreaming of this level consciousness around feminine and masculine for most of my life, and it's happened in a few short years. And so who knows what's going to happen. And I don't want to say that we won't be experiencing like really profound examples of expressed unity consciousness in the general public in our lifetime. But also this week I've been doing a lot of contemplation on just what is going on in the world, and how that is for fucking sure not my metric of what is going to be going on in me. it's really, really common when we want to grow or come into a new level of consciousness, or when we want to experience this unity consciousness within ourselves. It's really normal. I mean, I'd be surprised if you didn't do this, to look outside of yourself and say, well, where is the evidence that this is safe to do? Where's the evidence that this is, going to be rewarded? Where's the evidence that it is for sure time? But, and we know this, we know what I'm about to say. It's that, if you're a way shower, if you are someone on the leading edge of consciousness, you are not going to look outside of yourself on this earth right now and find your external permission to move forward in your way shower leadership consciousness. Okay. And I have to grapple with this. You have to grapple with this. I'm here to support you. Many people are. We don't get the validation. I just talked about this with Violetta Pleshakova in a podcast that I'm going to release soon. We don't get the external permission to be who we're meant to be because we are the way showers. And so if you're, paying attention to my work, if you're following my work, you are on the leading edge because I'm on an edge. Because I'm a woman who's saying, I want to fucking love the masculine. I want women to fall in love with the masculine so that we have this template of what a healed masculine looks like inside of our system. Because that's liberation. I do not need every man to prove to me that he is safe, because I lived like that. And that kind of traumatized living is hell. It's hell because you're looking for a template of union, a template of love in a, human 3D, 4D matrixy reality that may or may not prove to you that it is possible. There is a friend approaching my car. Okay, he took the cue that I was on a call. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to stop right there, and I didn't want to stop on a complaining note, but I do want to wrap up soon. So there are examples of beautiful, beautiful people in the world, right? I'm one of them, you're one of them. Like, we know plenty of them, but we're all still imperfect at the same time. I'm imperfect, you're imperfect. We're not pretending to be perfect. We're not pretending to be like pure expressions of, pure consciousness or pure divinity, because we wouldn't need to be humans if that were the case. Okay? So when you know that there is an advancement in your consciousness, in what you want to embody now, as a human walking around this earth, if you know that there is an advancement that is yours and you want it, then you must choose that it is possible, and you must go through what I call the sacred remembrance of activating that consciousness. If you trust that even though there are examples of men raping women or men doing worse to women, even though there are examples of domination and misogyny, if you choose to base your framework of what the masculine is on those kinds of examples that you see, then that's choosing to stay in a victim consciousness. And I'm not saying that in any kind of insulting way. I'm just saying, like, energetically, it's matter of fact. When we look at what is outside of us and we are afraid, or we use that as a reason for us to not grow, we are limiting ourselves in what's possible. And my friends, I know that it's hard. I know that it is hard, and it is why I do what I do, and it is why I extend my sincere space holding to you, because to do this work of healing the trauma in the body from thousands of years of, patriarchal suppression of the feminine, doing the work of, making amends, even in your own heart. Some people call that forgiveness, for what has happened. And then going through the work of imagining what's possible and upgrading your cellular template and your mental template and your body template to be in alignment with what's possible. Then women, we're holding that. That is so exhilarating to me, actually, because once we understand, it's more than understanding, but once we embody that, we're holding that template. And what we're doing is walking around with a loving heart, welcoming that kind of masculine into the world. Can you feel that? So that is a woman who is in a unified template, in a solar template, not victimized. And she is activating those around her by saying, I believe in what my heart remembers. I believe in a more conscious template for feminine and masculine on the planet. So maybe you are and maybe you are not ready to do that right now, but I hope that there was something inspirational inside of this video so that you can take steps to embody what you know is truth and what you know is possible. Because, my friends, we are the way showers. We are the ones who are remembering and activating these templates. We are it. Please do not define yourselves by an old and fallen and fucked up template that we have been given for feminine or masculine, or the way we are, supposed to, this whole bullshit about separation. It's just, we know that it is not true, and we are recoding our lives and then the lives of those around us, right? So as I recode this inside of me and I raise a child, he's coded in a different frequency. As I hold groups and I give transmissions and I make videos like this, I am helping to recode into the consciousness different possibilities. It's not, I've said this, it's not easy. It's possible. It's necessary. It's liberating. It's fucking divine. It's awesome. Okay? And you've got this. You've got this. I'm here for you. Reach out to me if I can be of support in your recoding, in your strengthening, in your walk to union, in all the ways. Okay? I love you.